Hello everyone, my name is Johnson from Femtech. Today we'll be looking at simple steps to create Zenith logo. Simple steps to create Zenith logo. I'll be using Corel X11 for this tutorial. CorelDraw X11 for this tutorial. If you have a lower version of this CorelDraw, you will still get the same result, just that you may experience slight difference. Slight difference in symbols of our tools here, which I'm going to actually throw more light to in the process. So let's get started now. To design or to create Zenith logo, the first step you need to do is you need to go to your toolbox here. Now here, this is our toolbox. This thing is called toolbox. The toolbox here, you need to locate the text tool. The text tool is symbolized with letter A. Letter A. This is the text tool here. Left click on the text tool. Then click area that is on the page where you want to carry out your typing. I'm going to be typing letter Z on my keyboard. Now after you have typed letter Z, you need to go to your toolbox bar again, which is this one, to drop your tool. You need to drop your tool by coming here. The first tool on that toolbox is called pick tool. So click on the pick tool. Then on your property bar, this is your property bar. Your property bar is located at the top here. Your property bar, try and locate font list where you have your font characters. Click the drop down and let's select area black. We're going to use area black for this tutorial. Area black for this tutorial. Area black. I'm going to use area black for this class. Yes, fine. Now area black, then I'll come here to select the last one. I'll be using area black for this tutorial. Now this is the letter Z that we want to work with. After you have typed your letter Z, the next thing that we need to do now is go back to your toolbox bar, counting from the top. The first one is your pick tool. The second one is your shape tool, while the third one here is your knife tool. In case you are not seeing knife tool, because yours may be crop tool like this, you just have to click on the arrow pointing down, which is called the flyout. If you click on the fly, just left click once on it, then it will show you more tools that are hidden. So the second one after the crop tool is your knife tool. Left click on the knife tool. Now, then you come to your text that you typed. Click on the top right angle, that's the top right corner here, the edge, the top right edge. Then drag down to where you want the cut to stop, which is here. Now, after you've done this, I've cut this image, now I've cut this text rather, the Z, letter Z, into two. I will need to drop my tool by coming back to my pick tool on the toolbox bar. Just click on the pick tool, which is the number 1. Fine. Then I will click outside. On the drawing page. That is on my documents. Now on the drawing page, I will click on the drawing page. Just left click once. Then click the one under. Make sure you're on the pick tool, not the shape tool. So click out and left click on the one under. Then you can see that I can actually move the one under apart. So press your delete key Now it has been deleted. So the next thing that I need to do now is this. I will click my shape tool. The shape tool is on the toolbox as well. On your toolbox here, the first one is your pick tool again, the second one is your shape tool. Just left click once on the shape tool, left click once on the shape tool, then click on this point. It is called a node. We call it node. Click on this node here and hold your control key down. Hold your control key down and move this thing inward. Take it to your right side, just a bit. Fine. Then on this same node here, left click once on it, hold your control key. Okay, let me zoom so you guys can see what we are doing there. Let me zoom it out. Fine. So here now, click on this point here, which is called a node. Immediately you click, you will see that it's already selected. That is, immediately you click, it will be selected. Hold your control key and drag outward. Drag outward a bit. Fine. Now the next thing we need to do is this. Here, left click once on this area, just left click once, you will see a dot. That means it's selected. Then on your property bar here again, locate this particular one, which is called hard nodes. Hard node is symbolized with plus, while the next one is delete node, which is minus. So we have business with the hard node. So on the property bar, click on hard node. Left click once on it. Now a node has been added. Immediately you click here, a node will be added here. But don't forget to select before clicking the add node. Now after adding the node, the next thing that I need to do is I will need to left click on this node here. I will left click on this node here and I will hold my control key down. I'm depressing the control key while I drag this thing downward a bit. Fine. Okay. So the next thing I need to do now is let me zoom this side out so you guys can see what we are doing here. To zoom, just left click on your zoom tool, which is the one after the knife tool. Then left click down and highlight area that you want to see. I'm still holding my left click. So when I'm done highlighting, then I drop so we can see this area well. So the next step to take is go back to your shape tool on your toolbox bar. Fine, my shape tool. Then I will click here at the center here. Left click once, don't forget. Then you go to the property bar again, which is at the top here. Now look for convert to curve. Convert to curve. It's not far from the node, delete node, and so on. Click on the convert to curve once. Now automatically you will see that it has like a line where you can drag in or drag outward. Now we are not going to do that. Now this line has been converted to curve. That means we can drag it inward or outward. Now the next step to take now is left click this side, this node here. Left click this node here. Then go to that same property bar here. So from the property bar here, locate smooth node. Smooth node. Left click on the smooth node once. Then automatically this shape will be given to you. Fine. Then now let's see the entire shape now. I will click my zoom tool. Then I can come here. To click the zoom out so I can see the image. On your property bar, you will see the minus one is your zoom out, the plus is your zoom in. So if you want to reduce the size, you click on the minus. If you want it to be big, you want to magnify it, you click on the plus. So after this, fine. So we've achieved this. So the next thing you need to do is the next thing that we need to do. Let me quickly adjust this. It seems it's a bit too big. So let's just adjust it. Click on my shape tool and I'll just drag back so it will not be too big. Not be too big. Fine. I can click here to drag outward. I'm holding my left click, don't forget, so that it will not be too big. Fine. So the next thing that we need to do from here is we need to duplicate this image here. That is this shape that we've created. We need to duplicate. How do you duplicate? Click on it. After clicking on it, you can hold your Ctrl plus letter D to duplicate. Ctrl plus letter D on your keyboard. Ctrl D. There are different ways of doing duplication on CorelDraw, but let's just stick with Ctrl plus letter D. So it has been duplicated. I will just click on this and I will bring it down. Let me move this thing. Sorry. Let's use our zoom. Fine. I'll zoom out again. I will highlight this. Fine. Now, it has been duplicated. So I need to turn this around now. So next thing we need to do is you click the mirror, which is on the property bar, this same property bar, mirror horizontally. Don't forget to click on it before you come in. If you did not click on it, it will not appear. You will not see it. Make sure you click on what you want to mirror. Don't forget. So click on the object, then automatically you will see the mirror horizontal. Click it once, then mirror vertical, click once again. Fine. Then we will need to move this. We need to move it down to here a bit. We just move it down to move it a bit close to the first one. Fine. So after moving it close to the first one, let me take it up a bit. Fine. So after moving it close to the first one, so the next thing that we need to do is now we give it color. We need to give it a color. So the first one, which is the one at the top, we're going to give it 60% black, 60% black, by clicking on this area here, which is the color palette. This is the color palette. Just locate your 60% black. Fine. Then the down one, you need to click on this one again. Then locate your color red, which is under the color yellow. Then I will click on it. So now I have my Zenith logo. I have my Zenith logo. So I can increase the size. Let me just increase the size so we can see very well. Fine. 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 So now I have my Zenith logo. I have my Zenith logo. So the next thing that you need to do now is we need to type the Zenith itself. The Zenith. I'll click on my text tool from the toolbox bar, which is our letter A here. Then click on that. Then I will type Zenith in Word. Zenith. Zenith in Word. Then I will bold it by coming to the property bar here. Click on bold. Then we need to make it italic by clicking here. Fine. Then I'll put it under. Then I'll make the color to be the same color, which is this 60% black, which is somewhere here. This is it. Fine. Now, that is how to create the Zenith logo. It's very, very simple. Now, if you take a look at this, you may be seeing that this one is a bit tiny, while this one is a bit big. It all depends on you. You can adjust it using your shape tool, which is here. You can adjust it using your shape tool. We've come to the end of the class. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please try and subscribe. And don't forget to hit on the notification bell so that you will get notified immediately I drop content like this. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.